All you need is capital. The more money you got, the more money you can make. You feel me? If you already got 10 bands saved up, 20 bands saved up, you got 100 racks saved up, and you ain't doing shit with it, just letting that shit sit, man, you better read this book, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, dog. These are the inputs that matter the most. All this style shit, you can make it your own color. Like this is red because it's going to hell. And this is green because you're gonna make some green money on if you buy with that shit at the bottom. But support and resistance is never 100%. So it's like, okay, yes, finding support and resistance is easy, but can you pair it with other indicators? I ain't know, let's see. Look at this shit. I got proof that I won't fuck you over. Cause I'm not looking at no fuck shit. Hey, what's up, man? First thing first, I want to shout out this book right here. All right, I recommend this book to everybody that want to build wealth by assets. Anybody that want to get their income tax check, and they want to be able to look 6 months down the road, 1 year down the road, 10 years down the road, and be like, hey, I know what I did with my income tax check in 2025. Get this book, because if it's 2025 and you don't know what the fuck you did with your income tax check, you obviously spent it on the wrong thing. And also, if you spent your income tax check that's on something that's losing value, you spent it on the wrong thing. Okay, I understand a lot of people spend their income tax check on paying their bills. If you paid your bills early and you wasted your bill money and fucked it off and you don't know what you did with it yet, you need to read this book. This book breaks down the 7 asset classes like real estate, private credit, venture capital, stock. I mean, it just talks about a lot of shit. Then he also has a lot of investors as well that he interviewed in this book, that he put in this book. I'm talking about like billionaires. There's billionaire interviews in this book, and this billionaire wealth and knowledge in this book. Like, listen to it. Think of this. If a billionaire teaching you how to do some shit, why the fuck wouldn't you listen? Unless you want to be the fucking opposite and be a brokenaire. You feel me? Okay, so boom. Key takeaway for support and resistance or technical analysis. Technical analysis use support and resistance levels to identify a price point on the chart where probabilities favor for a pause or reversal of a prevailing trend. Support occurs at the point where a downtrend is expected to pause due to a concentration of demand. It's gonna stay down here and bounce up. It's like the floor to a certain extent. Support occurs at the point where a downtrend is expected to pause due to a concentration of demand. Demand is here, so demand might pick up or that shit might, Resistance occurs at a point where an uptrend is expected to pause due to a concentration of supply. So look, price going up, boom. Right here, it won't go no higher. Boom, falling down, resistance. Supply is increasing. More shares to buy. Support and resistance areas can be identified on charts using trend lines and moving averages. Okay, this is what I want to do, right? I started a YouTube channel to become a better teacher. Maybe y'all can help me out in the comments, But what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to break this shit down to a point where a 3rd grader can see this shit. So first thing first, this is what we got to do. Man, we gotta make this shit look simple. Okay, I ain't gonna lie, shit on this watch list is all marked up. It got drawings on it because I'm using the shit, man. But this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna delete all the drawings and we're gonna learn about support and resistance, right? Maybe I should have structured this shit better, but at the end of the day, I'll become a better teacher and maybe 3 people will see this shit. Because I'll be like, man, 5 people saw this shit. I'll be laying down, 5 people saw it. Okay, maybe one watched 1 minute. Maybe they saw some shit out of that 1 minute. But stop fucking talking. Boom, support. This is where price keeps going down to and bouncing, right? And honestly, fuck marking up a support. Just do this, right? Mark up a whole rectangle zone. All you need is capital. The more money you got, the more money you can make. You feel me? If you already got 10 bands saved up, 20 bands saved up, you got 100 racks saved up, and you ain't doing shit with it, just letting that shit sit, man, you better read this book, man. I'm telling you, dog. Okay, boom, this is a support area, right? This is a resistance area. Boom, you see how I did that shit? You could see that shit. Resistance is at the top where a price point where the stock price can't fucking pass. And I need to fucking use regular language real quick. So right here on BA at 267, 267.52, you see how I never get past this level? Or it does get past this level, but when it does, it goes down. Okay, well, this is how you can use this to your advantage, right? Because look, AAON, we can erase these and remark it up. Let's look at AAON. You see AAON, every time it gets to this level, it bounces. Well, what do you think I did when it got here again? I bought that bitch up. I sold that bitch, put it in something else. Let's look at Target. Target is at a good support level. You might have thought Target was going to bounce at that level, but support and resistance is never 100%. So it's like, okay, yes, finding support and resistance is easy, but can you pair it with other indicators? Can you pair support and resistance with this, the RSI? I mean, the RSI is easy to use. Just type in relative strength index, click on it, and then when you click on it, go here, style. This is my style. Pause the shit, take a picture, inputs. These are the inputs that matter the most. All this style shit, you can make it your own color. Like this is red because it's going to hell. And this is green because you're going to make some green money on if you buy with that shit at the bottom. And yeah, so we going to hell, as you can tell, and we making some money on if we at the bottom, as you can tell. Put on support and resistance. Where is, okay, I can tell this is resistance because boom, price keep going there, it's not passing. Boom, boom, okay. Price finally moved. That's why I'm telling y'all use a rectangle, because a zone can give you more accuracy and help you pinpoint levels better. But this shit third graders do with charts and shit. Under third grade. Oh, I put a rectangle here. Why did you put a rectangle here, Mr. Jimmy? Because this shit keep bouncing right here at what, $93. This is how I'm gonna teach my son and daughter one day. Okay, boom, pull up the chart. Find support and resistance for me. Support is where it's always bouncing. Resistance is the ceiling. How hard is that? Let me find out. Okay, it keep bouncing right there. It keep bouncing like right there. What should I have done when it bounced, when it came right here? Hey, friend, what's your other analysis? Okay, let's check this out. Okay, it keep bouncing right here. It won't pass, it won't pass. It won't pass. What will it do when it get right here? But see, it could break out. It could break out from there. It could do this. It could get to this level and go. See, what you gotta do is once it get to these support and resistance level, this is what you gotta do. You gotta be patient, you gotta breathe, and you gotta wait, and you gotta see how it's gonna react. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, look at this shit right here, right? Boom. You see this gap? Let's look up gap fill. Gap fill stock market. Let's see how often the gap fill feels, like 80% of the time. Gap fill stocks are those that have experienced a sudden drop. Let's look at Investopedia. Let's see. How often do gaps fill Investopedia? Hopefully y'all ain't see no porn or no shit on my fucking search bar. Obviously, if I said the shit, I mean it wasn't no porn on there. But if I was watching porn on this bitch, I ain't gonna lie, if I was doing some Diddy shit, I would have clipped that whole shit out. So if you looking for an ethical investor or one with morals, man, I got them bitches. Let me see what was on this hoe. How? Okay. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. I'm saying, I ain't know, let's see. Look at this shit. I got proof that I won't fuck you over. Cause I'm not looking at no fuck shit. Approximately 70% to 80% of gaps fill, and boom. Okay, instead of support, it might gap fill. It's an 80% chance they're gonna gap fill. It's a good company. Will they beat earnings? If they beat earnings, that's even better. Boom, but it's like, boom, okay, that's how you use support and resistance. I mean, let's go to some more things that I got marked up, actually. Let's actually go to UPS. UPS, I brought UPS today. Why? Because it's in a support area. It's in a zone that I'm looking at. Let's check this out. I got a 6% dividend yield. Let's check this out. Boom. You see how I keep bouncing here? Bounce, Bounce. Hold up, let's do this because some people can't see, man. Some people gonna make an excuse. Let's see, I forgot how to draw. I'm gonna do this though, because I don't use that fucking shit. 1 bounce. 2 bounce. 3. We might just call that a whole family of bouncing. And man, what y'all think going on, man? It's oversold. It didn't pass earnings. What y'all think gonna happen, man? It's at that support level. As long as that shit don't come below 81, I'm straight. I already knew that bitch was gonna tap under 100. I ain't fucking tripping over that. Let's find some more things that is support that I like right now. LMT was trying to fall down to a support. Like I said, gap fills fill approximately 70 to 80% of the time. If we check this out, let's erase all this shit on here. I was in LMT, but I had sold them for a little gain. I might go back into them. Let's see what price keep bouncing at. I should have broke this down on the weekly time frame. The higher time frame you use the shit, the more strength and the more accurate it will be. Can't lie. Because listen, think about it. The higher time frame gives you more information. The more information you have, the more you can use to your benefit, and the more you can use to goddamn help you win in the end. You got horizontal support and resistance as well. Ooh, so what y'all think? If it broke out of this trend, and it's right here, right? Look, it broke out of this trend. It got a gap fill to go right there. Do y'all think it's gonna come down here and retest and gap fill? Or will it gap fill now? Will it do a partial? What the fuck is UPS gonna do? Is UPS gonna gap fill? Is it gonna be partial? I know them dividends gonna smack. But let's go with one more. Hilly, because I know they had a support, because I just looked at their ass. Is it gonna bounce at that support level, or is this support level stronger? INTC, I love their ass. They had a support right now. Support, boom. Been bouncing. Now, although now they have came down here now. Bounce. You know, the action, the action below. I want INTC to go though, I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, man, it's easy to mark support and resistance, man. You just look at where that shit bouncing at on the bottom. You can mark one anywhere you want. You see how it kept breaking though? Look, you would have marked that support and resistance. Broke right past that shit. It wasn't bouncing here. It came, it faked some motherfuckers out thinking it came back up. Then it tumped. So, yeah, let's do one more support and resistance, right? Let's delete all this. We're gonna put one line at the bottom and one line at the top. Let's see, we need a zone actually, boom. Let me do this so y'all can start using this bitch more often. See, that's a wide zone, I ain't gonna lie, 71. That's a $30 zone. $30 zone. I love it when that shit come down to resistance as well. But as you can tell, bounce. It's bouncing right now. It's also oversold. So it's like, put everything together, man. Put them fundamentals together. Don't be too emotional. Because here's the thing, bro. Whoever is too emotional, they get fucked in the ass. But, I mean, you got to kind of accept it, man. You got to accept emotions and you got to accept the logical side. When you come to any business deal, leave all your emotions at home. Cause think about it, right? If you more emotional than me, I'm gonna fuck you. Cause look, all right, say I'm selling this truck. I'm selling the truck for $10,000, the truck worth $8,000, but it's a female, she need the truck bad, and she got the money. She need the truck because she gotta goddamn take care of all this bullshit. But if you think about it, the truck only worth $8,000. But shit, I know somebody more emotional in the deal than me, so I'm gonna fuck them over so I can continue to keep this capitalistic economy going on, you know. You know, I do have morals and I am ethical, but I do support capitalism, which is bad. But I ain't gonna lie, at the same time I do give back. So I mean, at the same time we all fuck, man. We gotta all promote the capitalistic society we live in. But leave your emotions at home, because if you have fear, if you have attachment, if you have any emotion that stops you from thinking logical, then you're gonna make the wrong decisions because you're basing it off how you feel. And honestly, I don't feel like making a fucking YouTube video. I don't feel like editing it. And man, I don't even feel like shitting when I wake up in the morning. I just rather wake up in the morning and get straight to trading. But we all gotta feel some type of bullshit. If you gonna feel some shit, at least leave the shit at home, go make the deal, come back home, and then you can feel all that fuck shit. But you still gotta feel emotions, you know. You still gotta feel them bitches. But peace.